What's going on, guys? This is DJ with All Day DFS. I hope y'all guys had a great night. I hope y'all guys cashed in. Once again, this is the After Dark edition, late night edition, early look into the next day edition. And I did see a lot of people cash in, and I'm just super happy for everybody out there. Everybody who had that Julius Randle, Jimmy Butler lock. If y'all just did those two and didn't include Rudy Gobert like I did, I included them in one. But I did have those two by themselves. So I was able to cash in on that, and I've seen a lot of people cash in big on those. If Rudy would have went over, I would have cashed in bigger, and I've seen a lot of other people would have cashed in too. But Rudy let us down. Rudy let us down full game. Now, if y'all guys followed my single stat today, I know that I'm new, and not a lot of people see this channel yet. I think I'm still not even at 80 subscribers. I get all that, and I don't know how many people ride with me on this stuff, but I mean, I hit every single stat today. Every single stat that I had mentioned in the video from the top 5, I hit it. So I hope y'all guys followed that, at least had some kind of line with that, because y'all would have cashed in. This is not going to happen every day. One day might be the other way around, and I might not hit nothing, but I'm just super happy that I was able to do that. And guys, I'm super happy because I'm happy because I know some people did follow it. I did get a couple messages, so I'm happy because I got to, help people cash in. I don't care about saying, oh, look, today I was a guru. Today, I hit 5 for 5 or whatever it was, how many stats I gave y'all. Nothing like that. I'm just happy because I'm able to help people make money, and I'm making money at the same time. So anyways, I had a good night myself. Had a couple fourth quarter. I had a fourth quarter bet hit. I had a second half one hit, and then I had a single stat one that I hit for 200. Which I had Rudy over on points. I had, I think, Butler over on points, Shy under on rebounds, and Quickly under on rebounds. So that one hit. But anyways, it was just a good night. And guys, this just goes to show the importance of locking in somebody early, locking in these picks early. Because the people who locked in Randle and Butler last night cashed in. They definitely cashed in. Butler, you probably could have locked him in earlier. I think he did go over 48. After he went over 42, I didn't care anymore because I had him at 42. But I think he went over 48 too. But guys, this is important. Like these late night plays, there's some money makers. I know it's hard for a lot of people. I don't know what your work schedule's like. Maybe you can't stay up to see these late night ones. Usually they put them on right around with when the last games are like in the third quarter or like in the second half of the last games. You'll see them up. Take a look at them because people are cashing in. Like tonight, we have some really good plays on the board already that I see people are going with. So let's get into it. Let's see how it looks. I'm seeing a lot of people like Darren Fox. I already kind of went over him a little bit on Twitter with somebody. Darren Fox has a great matchup. 29th ranked overall, 28th ranked versus his position. They have him projected for 45 points. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Curry over here. The rankings I was on Fox. 29th ranked overall, 28th ranked versus his position. Draft Dashboard has him at 42.5. I think he can definitely crush. I definitely think he can crush. The only thing that scares me, they have him at 44. The only thing that scares me is betting big money on him. Obviously, if you have the huge bankroll, then you go with it. But I'm not going to bet huge money on him. This is the reason why. Because his last 5 versus Washington, he has not gone over 44. His best was 40. He has a 39, a 40, 34, 19. Okay, I don't know. So I'm not gonna bet the house on Fox. I do like him for the over because it's a great matchup, and he's been, as you can see here, his last 5 games. He's gone over 40. He's hit 44 or gone over 4 out of 5 times. So he's on a roll. He's on the tear. I was looking at the game the other night that he was in, and he was like, his usage was, 35% usage. That's crazy. I seen him. He was just attacking the basket. He was fast. He's a blur out there. So I definitely like him for the over. I'm just saying I'm not going to bet big money on him. He's not going to be one of my big money picks tonight that I'm going to put on. When I say big money, big money for me might be $50 I throw on him. For somebody else out there who has a huge bankroll, might throw 400 on him. But, I don't think I'm going to bet high on him. I am going to have him on the line, but I'm not going to bet all my money on that. And guys, just be careful also. Because again, Jimmy and Randle, hit. But just remember the other night when we all had Lowry and Harden locked in, and all those turnovers that they had, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. So just be cautious when you be cautious on these late night bets. I mean, they're good because their points are low. They start them off lower than what they're going to be tomorrow, so they're good. But in a way, just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't throw all your money into, oh my God, I like Sabonis because he's going against the Nets, and Giannis, no Embiid, they're gonna crush. Yeah, that definitely looks like that, but you never know. Milwaukee or one of these games might be a blowout. You never know what could happen. I mean, as good as Lowry and Harden looked the other night, they didn't cash in. So just all I'm saying is not to put all your eggs in your own basket. Go with what your gut says. Like I said, there's good plays here. I like Fox for the over at 44. I think he barely gets over. I don't know if he's going to have like a huge game, but I do like him for the over on 44. Again, it's hopefully the game stays close. I think it should. It looks like it could stay close. I don't think Bagley's playing. I think he fractured his hand, so there's no Bagley. And he had been balling lately. Like I was looking at that game. He was doing really good. Bagley was. So, anyways, I like Fox for the over. I'm just saying not to bet the whole house on him. Next, Bradley Beal versus Sacramento they have him projected at 48. So this is going to be another good matchup. And Russell Westbrook looks really good tomorrow too. So yeah, definitely a good matchup. 30th ranked, 26 overall. His last 5 versus Sacramento, he's gone over twice. So he had a big last game. He had a 51, and he has a 60 in there. So his last 5 games overall, he's hit. What was he at? 48. He's hit 48 and he's gone over twice in the last. Well, he's only played 4 games. In the last 4 games, he's gone over twice. So Draft Dashboard has him at 47.5. So he's right there. Based on the matchup and based on his last game versus them, I say he goes over. I like him for the over, and I'm going to lock him in tonight for the over. He's going to be. Both of these guys are going to be in my lines, but again, I'm not. 48 is high. I mean, he could have 32 points, a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists, and doesn't get over the 48. So just be careful again. But I'm definitely. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to play maybe 3 to 4 lines with a mixture of these guys. Because I do like some of them, and I do think they can get the over. But like I said, I'm not going to throw the house. I'm not going to put all my bankroll on it. But I'm going to play a mixture of them. And I'm not going to play the same line. And guys, again, learn from this. Again, learn from the other night. Learn from Tobias Bernas. Learn from PJ Washington. Learn from Sadiq Bey. That was a lot of my errors. I know a lot of people out there also. Don't put one guy in every single lineup, especially if you're going to power all your plays, because if that one guy doesn't hit, you lost your whole night is gone. Your whole night goes to shit, basically. Because you have one guy in like 5 different lineups and you powered all of them because you were so confident and it doesn't hit. So just be careful. Like I said, I'm going to do a mixture of these, mix it up, do 2 picks, 3 picks, and mix it up, do some unders, do some overs, and just mix it up. So next we got James Harden. He's projected at 54 versus Indianapolis. All right, so they're ranked 17th overall, but 4th ranked versus his position. So it's not a good matchup for Harden. And his last 5 versus Indy, they had him at 54, right? 54. So his last 5 versus Indy, he's gone over 54, 3 out of 5, and he had an 82 burger. 82 burger and a 70 burger. The 82 the 82 came with Houston. So he was with Houston when he dropped 82 on Indianapolis. But anyways, his last 5 games overall, he's 4 out of 5. He's gone over 54 4 out of 5 times. Now, guys, I mean, my favorite team is the Orlando Magic. So when I look at basketball, I look at the Magic play. I can tell you stuff about the Magic. If I'm not playing a guy on that night, I really don't follow him like that because I'm not playing him. I don't have no interest in watching him or whatever. A guy, y'all out there know a lot more, and I'm not looking at stats right now, but Harden's like been a turnover machine lately. I don't know if that's always been the case because, like I said, I don't really. Harden wasn't one of my. If I don't play fantasy, I don't really like some of these guys, but he's been a turnover machine lately. So I mean, he's getting 7, 8 turnovers to where he would be over 54, but give him 7 turnovers and he's at 40, 47, 45, whatever. So yeah, just again, be careful. But Again, the draft dashboard has him at 54.6, so early on this 54, I like him. Now tomorrow he'll probably be 56, 57, who knows, maybe even 58. I wouldn't play him at that. At that point, it's a fade for me because again, it's James Harden. You see, he had an 82 and a 70 versus these guys. It's James Harden. He can crush at any time, but it's also James Harden who can still crush, but have 10 turnovers and put him under what the projected total is. So just be careful again. Be cautious. His last game versus them, his last game versus Indianapolis, he only had 35. So he only had 35 fantasy points, and he was with the Nets already. So that just goes to show you to be cautious because he only had 35 last game versus them. But I am running a line with him over, and I like him for the over. I can't say he's going to go under. Draft dashboard hasn't projected over. At 54 is too low. Now when they bump him to 56, 57, I'm not playing it. So I'm going to snag him tonight and play a couple lines with him tonight. Next, we got Mr. Sabonis. He's at 43. Right away, you see he's going against Brooklyn. Sheesh, that's a crush, 43. Let's throw 400 on him with somebody else. Let's two-pick power 400. But I already looked at that too. And it's 19th ranked overall, 27th ranked versus position. So it's a great matchup. So you're like, oh, yes, all day long. But his last game versus Brooklyn, he had 42. So he was under that. He was under this early projection already at 43. It's an early projection. You're getting him at the lowest point that you can get him, and he was still 1 point under. I mean, he was right there. So who knows? Not looking at how that game, the game flow of that game, who knows what happened in that game. I think it was like a 10-point win by the Brooklyn, if I remember correctly. But so I don't have to go into all that. But he was at 42. They like him at 45. He should definitely crush. I mean, against Brooklyn, as we can see here, he had a 43. But his last 5 versus Brooklyn, he's gone over that 3 times. So he's 3 out of 5, and he had a 42. So he was right there the other time. Last 5 games overall, he's gone over 43, 3 out of 5 times. So I still like him. I like him for the over. I wouldn't go under on him. I can't go under on him. Last time he was just 1 point under. I think it was 41 point something, but they rounded up. But I mean, he's again, he's another guy that can drop 60 on you anytime. So I'm gonna run the over on him. I like him over. I like all these guys for the over. If because unders are the play. A lot of times unders are the play. If there was if you were to go under, I wouldn't go under on Sabonis. I probably would go under on one of these if I wanted to try to play an under. Fox, because he hasn't had good games versus Washington lately, but some of those, now Washington, like everybody's crushing against Washington. I mean, he should do great. The matchup's great. The matchup's great here. James Harden is James Harden. So, I'm just saying. So, if you're looking for the unders, there's some unders down here that look a little bit better. So next we got Giannis. He's projected at 55 versus Philadelphia. Remember, we have no Embiid. So 6th ranked overall, 2nd ranked versus his position. So you got to remember, a lot of this has to do with Embiid. They still have Dwight Howard, who still gets in there. He's still good defensively, but I don't see that making any difference. His last, so he's projected at 55. His last 5 versus Philly, he had a 90 burger. He had a 90 burger guy. Look at this Philly, and an 85 burger. There's a lot of burgers. I don't know if that was in the playoffs or what, but anyways, he's only gone over that. He's only gone under it 1 time. So 4 out of 5 his last 5 versus Philly. His last 5 games, what was he at again? 55. His last 5 games, he's gone over 55. 3 out of 5. He had a 54, so he was right there the other time. Draft dashboard has him 56.7. So guys, notice that 56.7. So that's almost 2 points over. Not too much, it's 2 points is good, but I mean, that's the whole point of getting these guys in early, getting them early. So he's projected at 56.7. Get him at 55 because tomorrow, there's no doubt that he will be at least 57.5, 58 maybe. Who knows? They will bump him up. The only thing here that I've seen the Sixers, they're playing good without Embiid. So I'm hoping that there's no kind of blowout. I'm hoping that it's a close game. Definitely like Giannis for the over. He's one guy that I'm confident in. Definitely like him for the over. I'm going to lock him in tonight for the over. Next, we got Ben Simmons versus Milwaukee. Now, Ben Simmons just, totally killed everybody tonight. He burned me. I had him for the over on points, and then I had him for the over full game, and he didn't do either. Um, so 11th ranked overall, 7th ranked versus his position. Last 5 versus Milwaukee, he's gone over that twice, 2 for 5. Last 5 overall, well, they're only showing 3 games on here, but he's not gone over that. Draft dashboard has him projected at 39.2. You know what? I'm just kind of tired of going over. I mean, I don't play Simmons that often, but every time I do play him, I always play him over, and he rarely hits. Like, he hasn't hit too many times. He has a couple times, but not too many. So I'm kind of tired of going on the over with him. If y'all guys are looking for the under, like I said, there was better unders on this board. You know, on what we have here, we only have 8 players. He would be somebody that I would play on the under versus Milwaukee. Again, it could be a blowout. Philly's been playing good without Embiid, but you know Milwaukee's one of the best teams. I just like him for the under, so I wouldn't pick him over. I'd rather fade it than try to pick him over. So if I were to pick, if he would be in one of my lines, he would be under. So next we got Jason Tatum versus Cleveland. All right, so they're 16th ranked overall, 19th ranked versus his position. His last 5 versus Cleveland, they have him projected at 46. And he did go over, guys. I've seen a lot of people, going under on him versus Utah. He went over. So 16th ranked, 19th overall. Last 5 games, he's gone over 46 only once versus Cleveland. And his last 5 games overall, he's gone over 46 twice, so 2 for 5. Draft dashboard has him projected at 43.1. So based on that, 46, 43.1. And guys, Draft Dashboard is not the only tool that I use for projections, but what I like about Draft Dashboard is that, it's right now it's 2 a.m. Eastern time, and they already have the board updated where they have their projections updated. Other sites that I use to compare are not updated right now, so that's why I use Draft Dashboard. Now, Roto Grinders or somebody else might have them projected on 48 points, but I don't know that at this point right now. I just got Draft Dashboard's projections, and based on the matchup. I mean, the matchup is not a bad one. They're 19th ranked, so it's a decent matchup, but it's rough. But I think if you're looking for an under, he would be under. Me myself, I'm just gonna fade him. I'm gonna fade him because again, everybody paid him under versus Utah. So if he got over on Utah, he can definitely get over on Cleveland. But you never know. I mean, Boston has Kimba, they have Brown and Tatum. So I think sometimes they take turns going off. There is nights where, they do good as a group, but for the most part, it's like if one goes off, the other 2 go under. One goes off, and the other 2 go under, or something like that, or maybe 2 will go over, 1 goes under. They're kind of hard to pick. So with them, I usually like to do single stats better because I just never know which one's gonna have the big game, which one's gonna go over, or if I play one of them, I like playing Kimba. I've liked playing Kimba lately. He's been every time I pick him, he hits. And last, we got Colin Sexton at 31.5. Now, this is the crazy part. About an hour ago, we were chatting it up in the Discord, and we seen this, 34, but right away we're like, that's a good under. So then I'm in another chat group, and I see somebody go and drop $400 on a bet with him, and I don't know who the other guy was, but it was a 2-pick power. They dropped 400. Next thing you know, a couple minutes later, we check again, and Colin Sexton's at 31.5. So PrizePicks wasn't playing. We did it too early. They were still up, and they seen that bet, and they're like, oh, well, something's wrong here. So 31.5. I mean, I think he's still in play for the under, but I'm not gonna touch it because he's a scorer. So I'm thinking that Marcus Smart is gonna cover him. Marcus Smart is good defensively. So if I were to play him, I probably still would pick him for the under because, I mean, he could drop 20 and still not get over 31.5. He can drop 22, still got depending on what on his other stats. But I'm just gonna fade it because at the same time he can drop 25 and get a couple assists, get a couple boards, whatever. You never know. I'm gonna fade it at 31.5 now. At 34, I definitely would have played the under. So right now at this point, it's a fade. I've seen some people say they might play the over now. I mean, he could get a 32. He could drop 32. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see where PrizePicks, if they raise him up or drop him anymore. I don't think they'll drop him anymore. I don't see that happening. But if they do, then he would be a good pick for the over. So guys, that's all we got on the board tonight. We got the 8 players done. So here's who I'm liking for tonight. Fox, I like for the over. Beal for the over. Now I know 48's high, Last game versus them, he went over. He had 50 something. The matchup's good. I can see him. Going over. I mean, I know 48 is probably gonna scare some people, but it doesn't scare me. I like Fox over, Beal over. Again, when I say over, this is what if I would play them, this is what I would play. Not tomorrow. There could be a lot of better plays on the board, but tonight, again, it's important to lock in some lineups early. Get them early. Get the low projections. Fox over, Beal over, Harden over, Sabonis over, Giannis over, Simmons under, Tatum. It's just a fade. I don't even know what to say about Tatum. If I were to play him, I'd probably play him on the under because, it might be somebody else's turn to go off. Maybe Walker will go off. Maybe Brown. Brown did good tonight too. So I'm not touching this guy. This guy, I can't touch him at 31.5. If it was at 34, I would. So I like over on all these, under, fade. But I'm gonna lock in lineups with a mixture of these 5 guys tonight. That's what I'm doing. That's what I see other people doing. I really don't see people picking Beal too many times. I haven't seen Beal out there, but I am seeing a lot of Fox, Harden, Sabonis, Giannis. Giannis is the most confident pick on the board to me is Giannis. Next up would be Sabonis. I know Sabonis didn't get over last game, but I think he could definitely crush against Brooklyn front court. So those are my 2. If I'm going to do a 2-pick power, I will put it on Giannis and Sabonis. So again, I hope these videos are helping y'all guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so that you can be alerted when these videos drop. And guys, likes really do matter a lot. Likes get my videos out there. So I'm trying to get to 10 likes. I don't think I've had any video get to 10 likes yet. So if you're looking at this video, if it's helping you, let me know down below. Let me know down below, and please like the video so I can get these videos out there to more people, so we can help more people, so we can get more people in our group. Don't forget to join the Discord tonight. We were in there chatting it up. A couple guys were in there. We put some lines together. We brainstormed over it, and we cashed in. We had a couple of cash-ins. I made $130 on two late night lines. Second half and fourth quarter. So that kind of stuff helps, guys. That kind of stuff helps when you have somebody else. When you throw a line out there and they're like, no, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't play this guy. Maybe you should play him. Maybe it helps, and you're not alone, and we're helping each other. So go ahead, the link is down below. Join the Discord, get in there, chat it up with us. It's a chat room dedicated strictly to PrizePicks. We're trying to get other sports in there, but come in and join us. And if this is your first time looking at a PrizePicks video and you want to play PrizePicks, you see the code right there in the corner. You can enter that code, and they'll give you 100% match up to $100. So again, guys, let me know down below. Let me know who you guys are locking in tonight. Let me know what y'all guys got. Y'all got a 2-pick power, a 3-pick power. Y'all getting brave. You got a 4-pick power in there. Let me know. Maybe a 5-pick flex. Let me know what y'all guys like, and I'll see y'all guys tomorrow with my top 5. I hope y'all guys cashed it again. Let's get that bag tomorrow. We're going to keep eating. This is DJ with All Day DFS. Y'all guys have a good one.